Hello everybody and welcome to another session on heat. And in this session I'm going to conduct an experiment in which we are going to study about convection currents. I want you to observe this, and later I'll have some questions coming up for you in the quiz. But let's just directly move on to the setup. So here in this glass I've got extremely hot water, fairly hot water, and the temperature is around 84, 83, 84 degrees. And it's a mercury thermometer, it's an alcohol thermometer, and I hope you can see the temperature. If I close it up, you'll be able to see it, and allow me to zoom in and show you the temperature at the moment of the water. So there we are, and I'm going to just move it a little bit so that we can see the temperature. You can see the line of you can see the thread of the alcohol, and it shows around 80 degrees, so it's fairly hot. It's around 80 degrees. Also, what I have for this experiment is I have an incense burning out there. I've got an incense burning out here so that I can produce some smoke. So this is the incense I have here. I also have got two plates. So I have a plate here, right? And I have another plate here. Both of them are empty at the moment. And I also have some ice cubes. So we have got some ice in here. The first thing is, what I'm going to do is I will put this hot water in the plate. Let me place the plate on top of or rather let's put some hot water in the plate first. So there goes the hot water in the plate. And I'm going to place this plate of hot water on top of our incense stick, and then I'll zoom in and I'll expect you to observe what is going to happen. So here is a plate full of hot water on top of the smoke, and let me close the door so that the smoke becomes a little steady and rises simply up, and I'm going to speak a little less. So now I'm going to zoom in, and let's zoom in and observe, and please observe carefully for some time. So look at the smoke, the way it's rising. It's hitting the bottom of the plate. Inside the plate we've got hot water. Let me zoom in a little more. Observe the smoke. What is happening to the smoke? Now, in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is, you can keep observing out there. In the meanwhile, I'm going to prepare. Yep, this is a good focus. I'm going to prepare the other plate. So I have the other plate. Inside of this plate, I will take a little water. Let me take some tap water. I've got a tap out here. So I've taken a little tap water in here, and I'm going to put some ice cubes inside it. So I need little water because the ice cubes are not yet completely ready. But still, I'm going to place some ice cubes, and I'm going to show them to you in just a little moment. Yep, I really have got sufficient amount of ice in there. So here, I have my plate with some ice, and you can see these ice cubes are here. Right, so here in this plate I've got some ice cubes. I'm going to replace. First thing is, I want you to please observe it just once again, what is happening under the plate. That's a plate full of hot water. I'm going to replace it. I have replaced it. Let's move it away. And I'm going to place the plate filled with water and ice, which makes it colder. I want you to observe. Let's zoom in. So what is happening to the smoke that is getting in contact with the bottom of the plate? Observe that. Look at the smoke that is touching the plate. Observe, observe, observe carefully. And now let's change the plate. Let's change the plate. And this time it's going to be the plate full of hot water. The water is become a little cold, so I'm going to replace it. I'm going to top it up with more hot water, and here is the plate with the hot water coming up on top again. Let's see what happens now. Observe the smoke. Observe the smoke, guys. Let's zoom in to get a better view. Look at the smoke. Where is the smoke going when it touches the bottom of a hot plate filled with hot water? And why does this happen is something that you have to observe and think rather. I'm going to replace it with a plate full of ice cubes, and let me this time add more ice cubes to that. Let me add a lot more ice cubes, many more ice cubes to the plate. And here I've added a lot more. I hope you can see that. And I'm going to remove this plate full of hot water and replace it with plate filled with ice cubes and cold water. Observe. Can you see that? It appears beautiful, at least to me. Where is the smoke going when it touches the plate? Let's try to observe it a little more closely. Once again, just one last time, let's do it with the plate full of hot water. You see, where is the smoke going when it touches the hot plate, the bottom of the hot plate? And where does the smoke go when it touches the cold plate? I hope you have observed it closely and you can figure out the difference between the two. I'll see you soon in the quiz.